I was afraid to learn the carnivore diet works. After years of being plant-based, animal-based diets are getting attention. They aid in weight loss, diabetes prevention, and improve vigor. Despite these health claims, I'm too afraid to try it. It appears dangerous. So, what is the carnivore diet? How does it work? And why am I avoiding it? Well, let's get into it! Shawn Baker's carnivore diet consists of red meat, salt, and water. It's a controversial diet that avoids all of my favorite whole plant foods. Forget Harvard's healthy eating plate, try a steak plate. Occasional sides of eggs, dairy, seafood, and organ meats are acceptable. Paul Saladino's carnivore code is similar, lots of meat, although organs should be a focus. Liver being the primary, but don't forget brain, testicles, and bone marrow. That's where the micronutrients are. While he agrees with popular science on fruit consumption, he also touts raw milk, honey, and salt. These diets have starred on the Joe Rogan podcast and have been adopted by numerous celebrities, partially because they work. I scoured PubMed to understand how, but a search for carnivore diet yields only one relevant result. A social media survey of 2,000 people. Participants reported high levels of satisfaction and improvement in overall health, well-being, and various medical conditions. Plus, they lost weight. But how does this work? First, the average American's diet is horrible. Literally any other diet will work if you stick to it, and the carnivore diet is no exception. Second, improving food quality matters. Grass-fed beef is better than a conventional burger. If my sister decided to eat organic beef liver over her sugar-topped Rice Krispies, I think that would be a positive. And third, an elimination diet can have short-term effects. Not consuming whole grains may relieve an unknown gluten intolerance. Eliminating beans may alleviate legume sensitivity. These are the obvious reasons it works. Beyond this, it's abundantly clear that higher quality research is required. Despite the benefits, I can't imagine going carnivore. Meat contains saturated fat. Saturated fat raises LDL cholesterol, and high LDL causes heart disease. Why would I want to raise my risk of our number one killer? Paul Saladino's LDL is 553, 10 times higher than mine, 10 times higher than the optimal range. That worries me. Regarding mortality, considerable evidence shows that plant-based proteins outperform meat-based proteins. Plant-based fat beats meat-based fat, and optimal carbohydrates should be 50 to 55% of total calories. Meat offers zero. Americans already consume too much salt and too little fiber. A carnivore diet amplifies these issues. It's a prescription for the opposite of all well-established guidelines. It's hard for me to conclude that all of these studies could be incorrect. Maybe a high LDL doesn't matter with low insulin sensitivity. Maybe the diet's nutrient deficiencies don't matter if the established RDAs are incorrect. Maybe all the current animal-based studies aren't carnivore enough. Maybe a diversity of fibrous plants is dangerous for human health. Only more research will tell. Right now, we only have anecdotes. Assuming that the standard American diet is a 1-star diet, I give the carnivore diet 2 stars. So here are my final thoughts. It's no surprise the carnivore diet works. Every diet works, but abundant research on the mechanisms is still required. Chronic diseases form after 10, 20, 30 years. The latency is significant. It's going to be a long time before we have any high-quality long-term studies. This makes it hard for me to have any confidence in it today, especially as the evidence for whole plant foods is mounting. And if I'm betting my life on a diet, which I am, I'd rather go with the odds-on favorite than the unconvincing long shot. These are my latest habits for health excellence. Thanks for stopping by, and if you're interested in more habits for health excellence, feel free to check out my weekly newsletter where I include those along with the most important things that I've read, watched, or listened to within the past week. There's a link down in the description if you're interested in that. Thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week.